Welcome to Casa Cook, and today I got a really lovely recipe. I'm using one of those most well-known Portuguese ingredients, bacalhau. As I said in previous videos, you can look at my previous videos up here, the link is up here. I've done bacalhau à Brás and creamed bacalhau. This time I'm going to make what you would call in English croquettes, but we call it pastéis de bacalhau down in the south where I'm from. It's also popular in Brazil. They call it bolinho de bacalhau. Yeah, it's really nice and it's really simple. It takes 6 ingredients. Take potatoes, bacalhau, onion, eggs, and parsley. Simple, very straightforward. So let's just get our hands dirty and let's start it. I got a pressure cooker. You don't need to cook on a pressure cooker, but you know how I love my pressure cooker. It just makes things so much faster. I'm just gonna put the potatoes all in water. I got bacalhau. I got here some nice pieces of bacalhau, as you can see here. I'm just gonna put it together with the water. It doesn't matter because you want the bacalhau to be super cooked, to be really stringy. So, and I'm going to do something unusual that you don't find in the recipes, which I'm going to use some orange sweet potato, because I love the blend of white potato and sweet potato. Especially when I make my mash, I like to incorporate some sweet potato. Back in Portugal, we use mostly the yellow sweet potato, but I can't seem to get a hold of it here in Sweden, so I'll use orange sweet potato. You don't have to. If you don't want to, you can just use white potato, but never use just sweet potato, because the sweet potato, when you boil it, it tends to get very moist and very watery. So the sweet potato, the pastéis de bacalhau, they need to have some kind of consistency. They need to be able to hold the shape when you fry them. So I'll just put it whole as well, and I'll just close. And I'll start it cooking right here. It should take about 15 minutes on a pressure cooker, depending on the size of the potato. But if you cook on a normal pot, you know how to cook potatoes. It should take around 25 minutes. So yeah. While that is cooking on the side, I'm just gonna prepare the rest. So you're going to need to chop finally 2 onions. I got some really small onions here, so depending on the size of the onions you got, you can judge by this. Growing up, I used to love this. My mother, she didn't used to make it, so we used to eat it back on coffee shops, you know, when we used to go with my mom. And this was one of the favorites of mine, because you can just grab it and eat it as it is. But for this recipe, I'm going to show you a different way. You can make a nice aioli. You can make a nice remoulade sauce and just eat it with a salad. Bam, you got it there, a nice meal in the summertime. Also, you can cook it and then you freeze it, or you don't even need to cook it. You can just make it, freeze it, and then when you need it, you just take it out of the freezer and straight into the fryer, and bam, simple and quick. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to cook a few just to show you and freeze the bunch. So when you want something quick for the family, just pom pom, fry, done. Also, yeah, it packs protein, it packs carbs, it's gluten free. It's great. Try it out. You just finished cooking the potatoes and the bacalhau. I left it here on the pressure cooker for around, this is very soft, for around 15 minutes. Let's remove it. You want to remove as much water as possible because you want the dough to be dry as possible so it holds nicely. We're gonna add the egg, so the egg will help. Let me see. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the potato. We can move this here to the back. And now I'm gonna puree the potatoes. Nice. Here we go. Got the potatoes there. And we got here the bacalhau. I have a pan here. It's getting warm. I'm going to add some olive oil. And I'm going to saute the onions that I've diced it earlier. Yeah, I'm gonna just get it kind of translucent. You don't want to get color. And I should use gloves here and leave it to cool down, but yeah, who has time for that? So remove the skin and the bones. Okay, I'm just going to do this quickly, so we're going to come back once this is done. Here's the bacalhau. You need to make it like really like crushed. Keep an eye on bones. They are easy to miss. And yeah, crush them into oblivion. And that's why I cook them together with the potatoes, because, you know, typically you would cook the bacalhau for maybe 7 minutes, but I cook double the time because I want it to be really soft. Yeah, it's looking good. Let me show you here on the camera how you want it, like really stringy, like this. Yeah. And these croquettes, it's really easy to make. And I know bacalhau in a lot of European countries not easy to find, so you can always use warm smoked salmon or mackerel or any other fish that has been smoked, cured, you know. Or maybe that, yeah, maybe that's something I'm going to do on the next video. This is the traditional one I show you, and then I show you variants of this same recipe of croquettes. So that's what cooking is all about, is use what you have and use your creativity. So now I'm dicing some parsley. Traditionally we use parsley, but you can use dill, you can use coriander, you know. whatever rocks your boat will work. Not everyone likes coriander, not everyone likes parsley, so don't feel constrained to use whatever recipe says.
Wiggle outside of those.
Wiggle outside of those parameters. All right, quite happy with that. It's quite colorful, as you can see here. I don't see any bones. Well, it's hard to see anyway. Now I'm going to add the potatoes. And we're going to mix it into an homogeneous paste. Oh, I think I saw a bone here, but I missed it. Oh, yes. See one there. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna add the eggs. So it takes around 4 eggs for this recipe. Let me just tidy it up a little bit over here. Get some stuff out of the way. Bam. I'm gonna add some pepper and salt. The bacalhau has got salt in it, so don't add too much. There's nothing worse than eating croquettes without the proper seasoning. I mean, any food, as a matter of fact. There's probably worse things, but when it comes to food, yeah, it's a deal breaker. Lovely. Let me mix here so you can see what I'm doing. Voila. So now I'm just going to put this in a fridge for around 30 minutes, just so that the paste becomes a little bit more firm and cools down a little bit, so when I fry it, it tends to hold a bit better. And we're back once again for the last stretch. I got a little bowl here with some cold oil just to coat the spoon so it doesn't get stuck. You're gonna see what I'm saying. So now we're just gonna make like this. Like some nice nicely shaped. The first one always takes a bit longer. One. Voila. I'll put this on the side. I got a little bowl with some napkin inside so absorbs the excess oil. And it's frying here nicely. Keep an eye so it doesn't burn. The oil should be ideally 180. And that's it, my friends. We are in our last stretch. And with this beautiful photo, we finish the video. I've served with the sriracha mayo. You can also use a garlic aioli or a remoulade sauce. Once again, make sure to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already done that. and also to turn that notification bell. It would help us a lot and you won't miss any videos from us. Once again, thank you, and till the next video. Bye bye.